The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
After wins over Westchester, Bayard, Ruston, and Conestoga, the Avon Grove Devils look to make it 3 in a row to start 2021. They take on Downingtown West, who brings a 1-1-0 record in the AAA Arena at Iceline on this Friday night. And we've got all the action for you live. A late night slot here on Delaware Hockey Night. A most pleasant good evening to all of you, wherever you may be. James Witherite joining you from 412 Communications headquarters in Central Delaware for another edition of Delaware Hockey Night. As mentioned, tonight's game features the Avon Grove Devils, looking to build on a 2-0-0 record. They are fast, they are balanced, they pack a lot of punch, and all four lines know how to contribute. They take on Downingtown West's Whippets, 1-1-0. Young team. Short bench tonight. They've only dressed 12 skaters, but a very well-coached team under Ryan Smith. They beat Downingtown East 4-3 to open their season on January 8th, and then just last Friday, they took on Westchester East. The Vikings pulled out a 2-1 victory over them, but Aiden McHutchison very strong in net for Downingtown West so far this season. 1-1, 2.40 goals against average, and a save percentage of .931. Warm-ups have begun at Iceline. We'll take you inside the rink here in about a minute and a half while we take a look at some of the Downingtown West players of note. Zach Spiro, senior forward. He'll be on the top line with Tyler DeTrue and Tom Fetterman. Spiro with 2 goals, 1 assist so far, leading the team in points. Fetterman with an assist. And DeTrue centering that top line. On down the page, Brady Ewing centering Eddie Gustin and Anthony Florkowski, the second combination. Top defensive pair, a duo of juniors in Chris Perlish and Brian Singlewald. And they'll share time with John Benton and Jared France at the Whippets blue line. About 190 seconds left in the pregame warm-up, and as mentioned, we'll take you inside the glass here momentarily to take a closer look at the Avon Grove Devils, and they've just been dynamite so far in their 5-1 win over Conestoga last Friday. The second line, Brady Buckwald, Jordan Fabian, Nate Crossan, each had a goal, as did Johnny Pepe. And Quinn Slavin as well on the third line. So very balanced offensive productivity on the Avon Grove side, led by Sean Cannon. The Devils will travel in their home whites from left to right here in period number 1. As we take you inside AAA Arena at Iceline. There's a look to your right of the pregame proceedings. Warm-ups underway. Justin Mackley, the sophomore, handling the goaltending duties. He's 2-0-0 with a .272 goals against average and a save percentage of .878. Saved 13 of 14 over Conestoga in the 5-1 victory last Friday at the Patriot Ice Center. And as mentioned, Jordan Fabian, the center of Avon Grove's second line, had a goal and an assist in that victory last time out. Buckwald, Fabian, and Crossan, that second line so far +7 on the season. A complete look at Sean Cannon's Avon Grove Devils, 2-0-0 with 4 points there in second place. And the Chesmont National Division in the Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League. Nolan Zotter with Johnny Pepe and Chad Anderson. The top line, crossing Fabian Buchwald the second. Wilkins, Delario Slavin the third line. Ian D'Ambrosio and Josh Schindler will flank Dominic Tercy in the fourth line, who's making his varsity debut for the Devils. On defense, Caleb Elatar and Connor Crimes, the top pair. Lucas Akana, much improved defenseman here in his junior year, will work alongside Evan D'Ambrosio, Nate Barnett, and Jack Nabosky. Round out the sextet of blue liners. For Sean Cannon's Avon Grove Devils, it will be Justin Mackley between the pipes, as mentioned, 2-0-0 with a 272 goals against average and an 878 save percentage. He's warming up as the season gets going, and one of the things you'll see about this Avon Grove team too is as the game gets going, this team really picks up momentum in a big way. Once all the forwards get 2 shifts under their belt, they'll start to fly. You'll see the stretch passes. Speed and aggression are their absolute strong points. Owen Elatar will back up Justin Mackley here in net tonight. Referees for tonight's game, Chris Castagliola and Eric Sotsky. Well-respected pair in the stripes to handle the duties tonight at AAA Arena at Iceline Quadrants in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Just a beautiful all-around facility. Our field producer, Broadway Joe Sindoni, spends a lot of time there. He served as the lead broadcaster for the Philadelphia Junior Flyers for a number of years. He and I both have worked at Iceline as off-ice officials as well. Downingtown West, as you get a glimpse in the lower right corner of your monitor of Zach Spiro, leading scorer for them, donning their blue kits, reminiscent of the Minnesota Fighting Saints of the World Hockey Association with the gold and white trim. All blue, save for the trim. They'll head right to left. The Avon Grove Devils, of course, clad in white. So for the opening draw, it will be Tyler DeTrue, flanked by Spiro and Fetterman for the boys in blue. And the second line gets the start tonight for Avon Grove. Coming in for this opening face-off, Jordan Fabian with the goal and the helper against Conestoga last week. And the Devils waste absolutely no time. Carrying the puck in up the left wing boards was Brady Buchwald, taken away from him behind the Whippets goal. Now cleared out up the far side onto the stick of Spiro. He's held up at the blue line by Caleb Elatar. Spiro with the size advantage in that battle, but Elatar was able to angle him and take away his shot lane pretty well. Tie up for the puck in the near corner of the Avon Grove zone. Reaching forward is Spiro with that long wingspan, backhanded in by Fetterman, but it missed the near post. Puck caroms to the near corner of the Avon Grove zone, where it is cleared out. Recovered at center by Fetterman, walked back in. Play continues on, it's wave good. Looked offside momentarily, but Sotsky and Castagliola with the much better view of it. Big washout at the blue line, so on we go. Maybe the buffering issues in transit of the film too might be an issue, but here in 2021, as we adapt to just about everything, we adapt to calling games remotely just the same. Eddie Gustin leads the second charge for Downingtown West. He was kept wide on his way in to the Avon Grove zone by Connor Crimes. Swiping at the puck was Pepe, could not clear. Chased down by Barnett behind his own goal. Now Crimes is going to be able to play it up along the right wing boards under a pretty heavy forecheck though. And he gives it away at the Downingtown West blue line. Bullied in up the far side now. Taken by Chad Anderson. He absorbs an open ice hit by the forechecking Harrison Weingartner in Whippets blue and gold. Meanwhile, Zotter the other way splits defender's shot, and he scores! Nolan Zotter, 157 into the contest. For Zotter, that's his second of the season, and it is 1-0 Avon Grove. Can the third line keep the momentum going for the Devils? Slavin won the draw, tried to punch the puck in close, but the Whippets back check caught up to him in time. Zone cleared by the Devils. Akana lost control of the puck. It's tied up directly below where Joe Sindoni is standing. Perlish clears, gives up possession. It's loose just above the Downingtown West blue line. Corralled by Detrue. He gets to Red, lazily backhands it into the near corner of the Avon Grove zone, where it's now cleared out. Tipped by Dom Tercey, but sticked away from him by Zach Spiro. Here's a 3-on-1 for the Whippets. Spiro angled effectively wide. Lost his shot attempt. Puck is contested, held in center point by Fetterman. Long range shot held on to by Mackley, and that'll give us a break in the action. Just under 3 minutes in to the first period, Avon Grove with a 1-0 lead over Downingtown West in this Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League matchup at AAA Arena at Iceline. Tercey in the trenches, leaves the puck to Elatar. Backhanded out of harm's way by Josh Schindler. First we're seeing of the fourth line, and we're only 3 minutes and change in. So Sean Cannon once again trying to establish a fast pace, short shifts with these lines, just rolling them 1, 2, 3, 4. Dump and chase from the Devils gives them time for a change. Second line on. Fabian lost his stick. In an attempt to break up the Downingtown West transition. Forced a mighty hurried outlet pass, and that enables Crimes to get to the puck below his own goal. Another giveaway forced. Zone held by Perlish center point. Swatted into Detrue in the near corner, given away to Fabian. Fabian tried to ricochet the puck up out of the zone off the boards, but Detrue was able to catch it with his skate and maintain the zone for Downingtown West. Just beyond the 4-minute mark in the first period, 1-0 Avon Grove with the lead. And now on the far side, Nate Crossan's unable to clear. That point held well. By Singlewald. Singlewald back in his own zone, around to Perlish, and now out of the zone comes Zach Spiro. Spiro again stood up at the Avon Grove blue line, this time by Jack Demboski. Fed to Zotter. He's looking for his second on the night. He took aim from 15 feet, I should say, just inside the right dot. That one blocked away by McHutchison. And the Whippets clear. Anderson corrals a loose puck. Zotter, overpowered in neutral ice along the far wall. Bullying through is Fetterman. He's taken out of the Royal Road by Lucas Akana, who hustled on the back check. Solid back check so far for Avon Grove. From the First State Ice Hockey first period face-off right up until now. And the fresh legs keep rolling in. Joe Delario in front of his own bench. Almost was guilty of an icing there, but a good race for the puck back to the goal line, courtesy Quinn Slavin, kept play alive. Fetterman and Delario battle for the puck at the far corner. Zone cleared by Detrue. Delario's re-entry is called back and offside with 10-12 to go in the first period. Shots even at 3 between Avon Grove and Downingtown West. And a face-off coming up just outside the Whippets blue line, far side. Tercey in for the draw. Flanked by Ian D'Ambrosio and Josh Schindler. Puck thrown in from center. by Caleb Elatar, the Pittsburgher. From right in front of the scorer's table, it rolls to the far side. Point narrowly held. Tercey triple team. Gives away the puck. And West is guilty of an icing. With 9:40 to go in the first period, Avon Grove up 1-0 here at AAA Arena in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Delaware Hockey Night brought to you in good part by our friends at First State Ice Hockey. Leaders and visionaries in youth hockey player development and growing the great game of hockey in and around Delaware. One state, one goal. Learn more at firststateicehockey.com. Puck knocked loose from a 2-on-2 scrum at the far half wall. Bounced off Fabian's stick, looking for his second of the season. Barnett can't hold the point as Evan Adams skates through up the near side to regain attacking position for Downingtown West. Drop pass botched. Puck picked cleanly by Zotter, but he skates into a 1-on-3. Tried to leave one on a tee for Barnett it was, trailing the play, but he couldn't finish. Pepe holds the right half wall. He's angled wide by France. Akana can't protect the point. Sparrow overpowered him. And play is whistled dead. Too many men on the ice against Downingtown West. So for the first time tonight, the Avon Grove Devils head to the Colonial Motors power play, and so far on special teams, the Devils have been pretty darn good. 33.3% on the power play. They're 2 for 6, but they're running into a Downingtown West penalty kill that has been perfect so far. They're 5 of 5 down the man. Zotter working the top of the left circle. Cross ice feed to Crimes, mishandled. He backhands it in to maintain the zone. Pepe absorbs a check. Crimes in to offer some aid. Alongside him was Anderson. Zotter keeps it in. Evan D'Ambrosio holding down the back of this first power play wave. We've passed the halfway point of the first period. We've passed the halfway point of the Downingtown West bench minor. The Whippets clear. Second unit's on. Cross and Elatar, Crimes. Evan D'Ambrosio still on. Now he's going to look to get back for a change. Meanwhile, Fabian chases down the puck to the near corner after Crossan deposited it there. Cross ice pass intended for Crimes, batted stoppage with 7 minutes to go. Somebody's coming off for tripping. We'll see who it was. It was against Avon Grove. So we are 4 on 4 for the next 18 seconds. Lots of open ice to work with. Sparrow on the forecheck. Forced a turnover out of the Avon Grove zone. In come the Whippets again, but Fetterman's overpowered center point. Puck cleared back as far as the Downingtown West blue line coming on was Anthony Florkowski, who served the too many men on the ice penalty. So minute 20 remains now in the Whippets' first power play of the evening. Zotter offering forechecking pressure. Here comes Tyler DeTrue up the left wing boards for Downingtown. Stops in the near corner. Leaves it to Benton holding the point. Spiro. Hassled by Zotter at the near half wall. 50 seconds to go on this power play. DeTrue gets it back. Net front from Spiro. Couldn't put stick on puck in a timely fashion. Elatar is able to take it away. He fires the puck off the boards and is able to clear. A little bit of breathing room for Avon Grove. They lead 1-0 over Downingtown West. And intercepting the breakout pass was Evan D'Ambrosio in neutral ice, but an offside Jordan Fabian forces action to a halt with 5:26 to go in the opening frame. Avon Grove leading in the shot department 6-4. They're down a man for the next 26 seconds. As a result of the tripping minor, we didn't see who it was. Ruled off for the trip, but we'll try to get that number for you as soon as he rejoins play. Second wave muscling their way back into attacking position for Downingtown West. Scrum behind the net. Penalty has expired. Wilkins races on. And Downingtown West has just evened it up. That is an even strength goal. We'll give it to Weingartner. Who finishes on the net front scrum. So Downingtown West able to prolong the power play. While it was technically an even strength goal, they were able to keep the momentum going and bang the puck past Mackley to make it a 1-1 hockey game. Mackley covers up a loose puck at the top of the blue paint. Bodies converge in the slot after the whistle. And they'll be sent their respective directions. Brady Ewing in to take this face-off for Downingtown West across from Dom Tercey, who, as we mentioned during pregame, is making his first varsity appearance. So congratulations to Dom. Puck out of play with 4:15 to go in the opening period. And the Whippets have tied the Devils 1-1. Ewing and Pepe this time around, rather. Puck is loose in front. Recovered by Anthony Florikowski, 30 feet away from the Avon Grove net. But he couldn't get a quality shot off. Congestion in front. Was able to take the wind out of his sails. Inside the final 4 of the first minute of a 1-1 game. John Benton, challenged by Johnny Pepe, lost the zone. Puck knocked into the Avon Grove bench. Gives us a stoppage with 3:38 to go here in the first period. Face-off will occur right in plain sight of us. DeTrue and Fabian both whiff on the puck. It's punched by DeTrue up the near boards of the Avon Grove zone, where Caleb Elatar hustles back to recover, but his breakout pass was intercepted, tipped by DeTrue into the high slot. Fired in by, it looked to be Perlish, and covered up by Mackley. Perlish, top of the left circle, challenged directly by Buchwald, disrupted on his shot attempt. Puck angled to the far side of the zone. Held in by Singewald. Carried out now by Nate Crossan. He chips it over the head of Perlish in behind the Downingtown West zone. Behind the Downingtown West goal, I should say. Was able to chase the puck down. But ultimately, play ends up back in center, where Delario re-enters up the opposite wall. Puck rolls to the near side. Short boards thrown by Spiro. Again to the left wing wall. Delayed offside against Avon Grove. Icing waved off. Thanks to Zach Spiro's hustle alongside Barnett on the back check. 2.5 to go in this first period of a 1-1 hockey game. Slavin finds Barnett, who can't clear. Benton holds the zone. About 10 feet above the top of the left circle. Slavin to the aid of Mackley. Fails to clear. Front sets up at the right point. Spiro net front. There it is. Zach Spiro gets his third of the season. Franz put that one on a tee for him from the right point. And it's now 2-1. Downingtown West as Spiro is able to roof one from the top of the paint. Inside the final 2 minutes of play here in the first. 2-on-2 attack for Downingtown, and another one. Wow. Eddie Gustin. All of 20 seconds to turn a tie game into a 2-goal Whippets lead. Shot from Zotter at the right dot, turned aside. Apologies for the grainy picture on transmission. We're hopeful the bandwidth improves. Mackley with a save with 1:07 to go here in the first period, keeping this a 2-goal margin. And the Downingtown West attack continues. No, it doesn't. Avon Grove's able to break free. 2-on-2 this rush back from left to right, and that's really about all we can tell you right now. As for the time being, the picture is super blurry. Thrown in from the near point by Barnett. Scrum in front of McCutcheson, and he's able to cover it up for the stoppage with just over half a minute to go in this opening period. Wilkins line coming on, so Delario in for the draw. No, we'll be Slavin, it appears. And the Whippets counterattack is called back offside. 22 seconds to go in this opening period of play. Here's a 3-on-2 attack from the Devils. Shot from Slavin from long range. Was caught and held on to by McHutchison. Cleared up the far side and on out. Spiro tries to advance it, but time runs out before Detroux can keep the momentum going. Period 1 complete. Whippets 3, Devils 1. This is Delaware Hockey Night. And it's all brought to you by 412 Communications.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions, including writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media management, multimedia production, consultation, and more to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele. Learn more at 412communications.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back to AAA Arena at Iceline Quad Rinks in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Through 16 minutes of play, the Downingtown West Whippets with a 3-1 lead over the Avon Grove Devils. James Witherite joining you from 412 Communications Headquarters, Broadway Joe Sindoni. On site, our field producer and videographer. And the second period is underway. We can tell you shots in the first, 14-10, advantage Downingtown West. Puck tied up behind. Now the Downingtown West goal is Avon Grove. Is trying to manufacture some momentum. Slapper from Evan D'Ambrosio, left point was off its line. Follow-up chance, far side Akana. No dice. Nor the net front chance that followed. Face off to McHutchison's right. Thrown in by Anderson from the top of the left circle. Shot was wide. Puck ends up at the far wall. Not cleared out. The Whippets will have to carry it beyond their own blue line, and they do. Puck tied up directly beneath Sindoni's perch. Walked in up the near side. Crimes offering defensive pressure. It's loose in front, covered up by Mackley with just over a minute gone in the second period. And that'll force a face-off to his right. Avon Grove came out flying here in the second period. They were able to fire off 3 shots. Now things look clearer. True and Zotter. Stride each other. The far circle face-off nearly cleared out by the Devils. Hey, we can see. How about that? Long-range shot deflected to the near corner by Mackley. Akana lost his stick vying for the puck off the rebound alongside Adams. Now the Devils are able to work clear. Zotter in a 2-on-2. Was able to deke Perlish off his feet. Tried to walk one in for a closed shot, but was too high. Wilkins pummeled in the near corner. The manpower is going to be reduced one way or the other. Boarding the call. And it was against Avon Grove. Rolled a 2-10. So 3:48 in. The second period, the Devils are back shorthanded. But they were able to get a quick shot off on McHutchison to start this PK. Florkowski absorbs a hit from Evan D'Ambrosio in the near corner. Anthony Florkowski trying to stick handle his way through the gauntlet. He leaves it back to John Benton at the right point. Cross line pass, Zach Spiro giving up to Crossan working the high slot. But Benton's able to protect the zone once again, halfway through the 2 portion of the 2-10 for boarding against Avon Grove. And this puck is cleared. Sometimes we've got the nice HD pictures, other times we don't. Slavin with a quick one-on-one. And a shot from the right face-off circle. Ends up in the glove hand of McHutchison where it stays with 12:50 to go in the second period. Downingtown West 3, Avon Grove 1. The Whippets, caught in their zone, have 38 seconds left with the man advantage. But territory belongs to the Devils. Or at least it did. Weingartner up the left wing boards, tried to drop one into the slot, but it sails to the near half wall. Singawall and Slavin tied up vying for the puck. Gusted in to the aid of Singawald. Is able to extract the puck from the pack. Left it on a T net front for Ewing. Mackley with the save with 12:25 to go. In the second period. Gives us a chance to catch our breath. Zotter wins the draw. Akana fails to clear. Now Zotter chips the puck as far as center before Perlish swats it back the other way. Devils kill off another one. Back to full strength and they're on the offensive. Nolan Zotter bobbing and weaving through traffic and he's got 2. Nolan Zotter with some mighty fancy stick work again. Brings Avon Grove back to within 1. That's his 3rd of the year. Senior Nolan Zotter with both Avon Grove goals so far tonight. Nate Barnett's going to try to add to it. Centering pass, Zotter looking for the Hattie. Not there from 25 feet. Tied up by Wilkins. Far boards, knocked loose. Here's a 3-on-1 for Downingtown. Drop pass to the True was muffed. Spiro below the Avon Grove goal. Tried to play the carom shot up the corner boards. Couldn't do so. This puck is cleared, but illegally so, and it'll come back into Avon Grove territory and icing with 11:23 to go in the second period. Downingtown West with a 3-2 lead over Avon Grove. Shots are even 18-18. Delaware Hockey Night brought to you by Colonial Motors. 3 convenient Central Delaware locations: Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, with pre-owned cars available for every budget and purpose. Visit them at one of their 3 locations or on the World Wide Web, as we tend to do just about everything here in 2021 at colonialmotorsinc.com. We are 5 minutes in to the second period. Downingtown West has seen their lead cut in half by Nolan Zotter's goal at the 3:56 mark of this second period. Another icing against the Devils will send play back into their zone. A lot of this now really by feel of institutional memory. As the picture once again gets awfully grainy. Mackley covers up again, another save. Fresh legs on for both sides. Face-off coming to the right of Justin Mackley, who has stopped 18 of 21 so far. Frantz holds the right point, fires the puck in behind the Avon Grove goal once again. It's contested in the far corner, nearly played out by the Devils. Benton protects the opposite point. We're 6 minutes into the second period. Calling a horse race in fog is not unlike this, and another goal from Downingtown. Extends their lead. Back to a pair, Brady Ewing with it at 6:14, and the Whippets are up 4-2. Stretch pass sails beyond the reach. Of the Avon Grove attacker appeared to be Pepe. It was Pepe. And that pins the Devils back in their zone for the ensuing draw. Puck rang off the post off a close range shot. Here come the Devils on the counterattack. Singewald steals the puck from Pepe at center. Launches it back into the Devils zone. It ping-pongs through center ice. 2-on-0 attack. Detrue tried to set up Adams, it was. Mackley did have the last word that time. Fabian lowers the shoulder in the face-off across from Ewing. Whippets protect the zone. And Avon Grove's going to head back to the penalty kill. Cross check at the 7:20 mark. No number on the board, so your guess is as good as ours on who it is serving that penalty. Puck poke check back out into neutral territory after Detrue got tied up on the entry. Swatted back in by Benton from just below the Downingtown West line. Ahead. Now to Spiro. Crossan reaches in, steals the puck from him, wrists it up the far boards, and that'll knock some time off the penalty clock for the Devils. Benton working below his goal. Pepe the forechecker. Disrupted the breakout pass. Fetterman in a race for the puck. Able to swat it back below his own goal to Benton, but it's taken from him by Pepe. Left to Zotter, double team shot off the post from 15 feet. Cleared out and the race is on. Crimes angling Spiro to the far corner. Able to take him out of his shot lane. And the Devils once again clear. Floated on up the left wing wall by Detrue, but he lost his momentum midway into the Avon Grove zone. Cleared out once again. Wilkins turns on the forechecking Jets while Benton is trapped in his zone. Weingartner can't carry it free. Hurry up outlet pass was forced and O'Connor recovers behind his own blue line. Wrists the vulcanized rubber out of harm's way once again. Better jump, Chris. Avon Grove's going to kill off another one. And they do. 6.5 to go in the second period. Downingtown West 4, Avon Grove 2. An even second period so far. But the Devils, giving up a size advantage, have lost the net front battles, and that's been the difference maker so far. Single-walled shot came right back to him at the half wall near his side. Fetterman's going to walk it in for a better angle, but not before Elatar is able to pickpocket him. Caleb Elatar carry him to the puck to the far side. Swatted on by Joey Delario from center. It rolls behind the Downingtown West goal, where it's cleared back out. No, it isn't. Crimes holds the zone for Avon Grove. Buchwald, losing his footing, was able to get a shot on net from inside the left dot, but it was off its line. The Devils are heading to the Colonial Motors power play. As Brian Singewald goes off for a cross-check at the 10:22 mark of the second period. Second unit on to get things going for the Devils. Crimes and Domboski working up high. Down low, we really couldn't tell you at this point. Again, our apologies for the extremely hazy connection. Elatar in up the left. Spiro, one too many dekes, couldn't get past Mackley. High school players just don't routinely have that sort of wingspan. Here comes Zotter. Kept wide of the dot on his way in to the Downingtown zone. Flip back to him from Evan D'Ambrosio. Across D'Ambrosio, wrister into traffic, gets his own rebound, launches one in close again. But this one is denied. D'Ambrosio on the back check, able to clear the zone, but nearly gave it away. Zotter to his aid. Gives it back to him. 20 seconds left on this power play for the Devils. Cleared the length of the ice along the near side. We're inside the final 4 minutes in the second period. Downingtown West with a 4-2 lead over Avon Grove, who are unable to make anything happen in this power play. The Downingtown PK remains perfect on the season. In comes Detrue. Swarmed by Devils from all sides. Lost the puck. Guston near corner. Relieved of possession by Barnett. Puck punched across center. Wilkins can't chase it down. But in deep it goes once again, down to the last 3 minutes now in the second. 2-on-2 attack for the Whippets. Alongside Fetterman was Spiro. He failed to fire from the left dot. Forechecking pressure comes from Detrue. Cleared to Ian D'Ambrosio, and he comes up the middle, 2-on-2. He's taken wide by Perlish. Play stopped with 2 1/3 to go. In the second period, 4-2, Downingtown West with the advantage, fresh legs on for both sides. We are back on these airwaves next Friday. When Salesianum takes on Bucksmont Catholic, or at least they're scheduled to. As with all things in 2021, anything can change at any moment. DEHockeyNight.com will keep you up to date. Not just for broadcasts, but for news and notes of all things hockey in and around Delaware. Head to DEHockeyNight.com for more. Penultimate minute of the second is upon us. Akana holds the left point for Avon Grove. Dumps the puck in behind. The Downingtown West net swats it in deep again. Off a failed clearing attempt from the Whippets. Carried on up the left wall. Recovered by Avon Grove at their line. 1:75 to go. Shot from the far half boards. Caught and held on to by McHutchison. Clearing attempt foiled by the forechecking Evan Adams. Play pressed back into the neutral zone. And Avon Grove's heading to the Colonial Motors power play with a trip called in the final 46 of the second period. Trip at 15-14. And a prime opportunity awaits Avon Grove to get one back. Anderson, Zotter, and Pepe on up front with Buchwald and D'Ambrosio completing the quintet on this Colonial Motors power play attack for the boys in white. Zotter, left half boards. Up high. Back beyond the reach of Zotter it goes. Puck is punched back out into neutral territory where Evan D'Ambrosio's on his horse. Spiro with the forechecking pressure. Now the Devils re-enter. Down to the last 20 of the second period. One-on-one the other way. Spiro is able to out-deke Zotter, but not the trailing defender. This is an icing with 4 seconds to go in the second period. Actually 7 seconds to go in the period. And Weingartner was overpowered on the attacking draw for him. Caleb Elatar up the left wing boards, able to gain the zone, but the horn sounds before he could muster any meaningful momentum. Through 32 minutes of play, it is Downingtown West 4, Avon Grove 2. This is Delaware Hockey Night, and it's all brought to you by 412 Communications.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions, including writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media management, multimedia production, consultation, and more to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele. Learn more at 412communications.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into Iceline Quad Rinks, the AAA Arena on the grounds of Iceline in Westchester, Pennsylvania. James Witherite joining you here from 412 Communications headquarters, where through 2 periods of play, the Downingtown West Whippets lead the Avon Grove Devils 4-2 second period goals for Avon Grove. Nolan Zotter with his second of the game, third of the season. Brought the Devils back to within 1, but it was answered by Brady Ewing at the 6:14 mark. off a Zach Spiro assist. And that extended the Downingtown West lead back to 2. Buchwald, mid-slot, clears the crossbar. Chase down for the rebound. Knocked to the far corner, and Nolan Zotter. Left to the point. D'Ambrosio across to Buchwald, trying to weave through traffic. He was double-teamed between the tops of the circles and ended up backhanding the puck in below the Downingtown West goal. 30 seconds remaining on the tripping minor assessed to Chris Perlish. This puck is cleared. Zotter re-enters. Stops to try to draw Spiro out of position. Was able to do so, but couldn't keep the momentum going. Downingtown West able to clear. Slavin. Stretch pass sails through the neutral zone, chased down by Delario right as Downingtown West goes full strength. Joey walks one in, but his shot from close range was off its line. Barnett, surrounded by blue sweaters, tries to backhand the puck into an otherwise empty slot where it's knocked free by Downingtown West. Race on back in to the Avon zone where Crimes is tied up by none other than Zach Spiro. Man, he's been everywhere. Slavin deep in his end. Lofts the puck clear, race on for it. Perlish is going to get to it well before the goal line. Play on, they say. Perlish stretch pass fails to connect with Tyler DeTrue. The entry was onside. Trailing in was Spiro. He's pummeled in the corner. Sandwiched, in fact, by Akana and Buchwald. And despite the double team, Downingtown West adds another. They've got one for the thumb. Tyler DeTrue credited with the goal. At 2:04. It's now 5-2 Downingtown West with the lead over Avon Grove. Devils in action the next 2 Fridays. They take on Westchester Henderson in a home-and-home series on February 5th, February 12th. We'll have Salesianum next Friday, at least as the schedule reads, as they host Bucksmont. Zone held by Ewing. Dumped in while Downingtown West is able to facilitate a change. The forecheck fails. Here come the Devils. Shot from Buchwald off its line. Thrown in by Anderson opposite angle. Covered up by McHutchison. And Buchwald's going to feel shame. We hear from Eric Sotsky. That Buchwald goes for a slash at 3:14 in the third period. So once again, Avon Grove putting weight on the shoulders of their penalty kill. Florkowski tied up at center, gave it away to Elatar. And McHutchison deflects the puck up into the rafters and out of play with 12.5 minutes to go in regulation. Zotter and DeTrue for the following face-off. Three-on-two entry for the Whippets. Fetterman carried the puck on up the right wing boards. Left now to Benton via DeTrue. The true left half wall. Worked through the slot. Spiro met at the half boards. Just a half step quicker, able to get the puck back to Benton at the point, but it's cleared out. Zotter all alone with a pair of whippets. Couldn't make anything happen on the counterattack. Just beyond the 4-minute mark here in the third period, Downingtown West with a 5-2 lead over the Avon Grove Devils. And we're going to go 4-on-4. Hooking the call from Chris Castagliola against Downingtown West with 11:36 to go in regulation. So we're 4-on-4 for the next 50 seconds. Ewing and Pepe chase down a loose puck along the far wall. It was Tom Fetterman ruled off for the hook. And a quick shot. From the far circle is caught and held on to by Aiden McHutchison. He stopped 20 of 22 so far tonight. Slavin and Ewing off the draw. Fanned on by Wilkins. Carried by Brady Ewing. Nearly coast to coast. He's angled to the near boards. Long range shot ends up under the glove of Justin Mackley, who hangs on for the break in the action with 11:06 to go in regulation in a 5-2 game advantage. Downingtown West. Five have gone by. Currently 4-on-4. For a few seconds yet. Now Avon Grove gets an abbreviated power play just over a minute after the Tom Fetterman hooking call. Buckwald into a 1-on-3. Dumps the puck to the near corner, chases it down, beats Perlish to it. The reinforcements come in. Crimes, one-timer. Blocked in traffic, carried out now by Guston. He's sandwiched by a pair of Avon Grove Devils at their blue line. He loses the puck, and the Whippets will change it up. Half a minute to go now on this Devils power play. They've yet to convert with the man advantage tonight. Pepe swarmed in the low slot. Crimes long range. Puck deflected off a stick to the near corner. Backhanded out of harm's way. Spiro and Zotter converge in the near corner. Awkward angle for a shot. Spiro is able to get one through anyway. A look to do so again. Double teamed now in the corner. He's been able to generate a lot of time and space in the Avon Grove zone, and that's been one of the main difference makers, that too, and the size differential in those puck battles between the circles and inside the dots. That's been the big one so far for Downingtown West, and a big reason why they've got a 5-2 lead. 2-on-1 attack failed. The centering pass from Spiro was off its mark. Barnett below his own goal. Tries to carry him the puck out, but it's intercepted by Fetterman. Centered to Spiro, cross slot feed. Spiro lost his footing, couldn't get a shot away cleanly. He's got one already tonight, he's got 3 on the year. Nearing the halfway point of the third period. 5-2 lead for the Whippets. If we're going to be honest about it, looking pretty secure. Barnett. Ricochets it off the far wall. You heard the thud there. Chased down below the net by Fabian. In trying to play the carom shot back up to the point, he gave it away to Detrue. In close was Fetterman, but the last word this time round goes to Justin Mackley with the glove save with 8:09 to go in regulation. Face off out to Mackley's left. Guston sweeps in for the puck. He's hassled. It's taken away by Elatar. And here we go. Net front scrum with 7:40 something to go in this third period. 7:46 we'll call it. $7:57. We're gonna have to put some time back on the. Time back on our clock, and as Jared Franz and Evan D'Ambrosio are both sent off for high sticking minors at 8:03. We continue 5-on-5 per the USA Hockey Rulebook. In the NHL and college, yes, it would be 4-on-4 with coincidental minors, but that's not the case in USA Hockey competition. Those coincidental penalties do not affect the manpower one bit. Again, our apologies for the super grainy picture. It's been good for a while, and then less than clear, and then good again, and we assure you that in the meantime we'll be working on solutions to improve the quality of the broadcast for you as we all try to negotiate 2021 as unscathed as possible. Weingartner wound up from 15 feet. Failed to fire from close enough range. Cleared back as far as the Downingtown blue line, where Florkowski traverses neutral territory, slams the puck back into the Avon Grove. Zone cleared by Pepe, but he lost the puck just above his blue line. Walked in now by Fabian, but he was angled to the near boards by Fetterman just upon crossing the Downingtown West blue line. This is an icing. Against Downingtown West with 6:11 to go. Whippets up 5-2 over the Devils. Slavin lost the draw. Here comes Eddie Guston. Florkowski backhands. The near half wall in below the goal. Held in by Ewing, top of the near circle. He again plays the carom shot, nobody home. He crosses to the far side, protects the zone after Barnett fails to clear. 5.5 minutes now. The play continues back and forth. Guston. Pinched wide by Crimes from the top of the slot, lost his shot lane. Devils recover. Elatar stopped at center. Here's Spiro, all the time and space in the world. Mackley squares up to him and makes the save. Follow-up chance from Detrue off its line. Spiro right into the breadbasket. Puck is loose. Cleared out by Elatar with inside 5 minutes to go, but Perlish protects the left point. Throws one in from long range off the post. Detrue tries to put away the rebound, but Mackley with a rapid-fire series of saves, 5 in about 12 seconds right there. He's finally got into his groove, but is it too late? Perlish protects the left point for Downingtown. Spiro, centering pass intended for Fetterman, was intercepted and cleared. And iced. 4 1/3 to go here in regulation. As this puck is being returned back in to the Avon Grove zone. Special thanks to field producer Joe Sindoni for his hard work on site at AAA Arena at Iceline here tonight and all season long. We certainly could not do this without his hard work, without him being on site. We'll cut back to the action, give and go. McHutchinson out of position. And Avon Grove gets one back. Nolan Zotter with the hat trick off the Delario setup. So it's now a 2-goal game. Off the rebound after McHutchinson sprawled out. So Zotter, with all 3 of Avon Grove's goals, at least according to our count. Elatar lost his footing, still was able to work the puck on up the left side. 2-on-1, Zotter again. Tried to split rivals, lost the puck in the low slot. Chad Anderson issued a roughing minor. As Eric Sotsky gives us the call loud and clear. So just after the momentum swung in the favor of Avon Grove. Another penalty kill gives Downingtown West a prime chance to counter. Spiro couldn't stick handle out of traffic. Puck stolen from him at the top of the near circle and cleared out over the boards, as it was played out by an Avon Grove player. The face-off stays in their zone. Spiro challenged by Slavin. Spiro with about a foot height advantage still was able to get the puck across to the far wall, but Fetterman couldn't keep the momentum going. Just over 3 minutes to go, puck cleared. Downingtown West 5, Avon Grove 3. We're going to keep an eye on Mackley. Probably not anytime soon with the power play, but if Avon Grove's able to work out of their zone and on the attack once they're back to full strength, we can reasonably expect to see the empty net waiting at the left end of AAA Arena. Long range shot from Benton. Gathered in to Mackley's chest protector. He hangs on for the stoppage with 2:33 to go in regulation. Face off at the far dot. muscled free by the Devils. Pepe stopped at the left boards at the blue line of Downingtown West. Pepe trying to cause some forechecking havoc. Ultimately gives way. Singewald's shot from the left half boards was deflected off its line. Scrum for the puck in the corner. Singewald slams it in deep again. Walked in close, cross slot feed. Nope. Shot on the doorstep was off its target by Weingartner. Pepe plays the body in the near corner. Puck is tied up. Penalty has expired. Anderson's back on. .80 seconds to go. Through traffic came Pepe. Lost his footing. Follow-up shot from the top of the left circle. Was that Crimes? Or Delario? We saw 4, but that was it. In any case, ends up a McHutchison save. 73 seconds to go. Downingtown West clears off the draw in their zone, so Mackley stays put. Final minute of regulation. Downingtown West 5, Avon Grove 3. In comes Elatar. Dumps the puck in. Zone lost. That will be an icing. No, it won't. That's a goal. John Benton with the empty netter at 15:37. And that pretty much sealed the deal for Downingtown West. Well, their 5-2 lead was pretty secure 2 minutes into the third period. And try as they might, Avon Grove was outsized and out-battled in close, and that was the difference maker throughout. Downingtown West improves to 2-1-0 by virtue of a 6-3 victory over Avon Grove. Justin Mackley with 34 saves on 40 shots. As the Whippets celebrate their second victory of the season. They're up to 2-1-0. Avon Grove drops to 2-1-0. They'll be back in action on Friday as they take on Henderson in the first half of a home-and-home. That'll do it from Iceline. 6-3, Downingtown West. Victorious over Avon Grove. This has been Delaware Hockey Night, a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Thanks for your company tonight. James Witherite signing off. And we'll see you again in the very, very near future.